Every single child in the world right now is obsessed with K-pop demon hunters. This movie released on Netflix and almost immediately became a cultural phenomenon. This movie has taken over the hearts and minds of the children and many of the adults as well. I'm not ashamed to admit I am one of those adults. While K-pop Demon Hunters is a very good movie, it is far from a perfect movie, and I'm gonna do what I do best and overthink everything. Be ready for some praise, but also some harsh, unfair criticisms toward a children's movie. My biggest problem with K-pop Demon Hunters is that I don't know Korean or anything at all about Korean culture. That made me feel really ignorant. Didn't like that feeling. So thanks for awakening me to my ignorance, I guess. But seriously, this movie is really good. K-pop Demon Hunters impressed me so much that after one single watch of this movie, I decided I was gonna do something absolutely crazy. I decided that I was gonna have the same Halloween costume as every other 6 to 10-year-old child this Halloween, because as soon as I saw this hair, I immediately knew it needed to be on my head. So I went into a crafting hyperfixation mode for 2 weeks straight and nearly destroyed my spirit. We're trying something new today, and I might hate it. We will see. I'm gonna make a helmet wig. And I'm gonna make a Roomie helmet wig. This isn't the final product. I spent more on the materials needed to make the wig than I did on the wig. So that was fun. That was a fun surprise for my poor broke ass self.
Broke? You're broke?
But I sort of had fun sometimes. So I might hate it. We will see. Like, actually, in hindsight, this was insane and I should not have done this. If you want to see how my cosplay style Roomie wig turned out, stay tuned to the end of this video. It's a surprise for Halloween. A Halloween surprise. There's gonna be a whole other separate video showing you the process, but don't watch that yet. Watch this one first. This story is about 3 K-pop stars who are actually secretly demon hunters. This world is absolutely infested with soul-eating demons, and it is implied that when you are eaten by a demon, you're no longer in existence, alright? Your life has ended. The way they fight demons is by using their voices. They've got like magical singing powers that keep the demons out of all the whole world. And this is nothing new. These singing demon hunter ladies have existed for a very long time, like 1,000 years or something like that. They've been around protecting the citizens of Earth. Our current demon hunters are building off of what the past, centuries of demon hunting work has done, building up a barrier between our world and the demon world, okay? And these girlies, the K-pop girlies, are about to finish it for good, okay? They're gonna complete this barrier, it's gonna turn golden, and the evil demons and the evil demon master lord, Soul Eater Man, never coming back again. Gone forever.
Once the hunters turn the Holman gold, it's over for us!
That's the goal. Our hunters are Roomie, Mira, and Zoe. Roomie is our main girly. Honestly, her hair is the main character. But Mira and Zoe hold their own. They have really unique personalities and they're super likable. Right off the bat, we see these girls on a plane on the way to a concert, and they're just being so silly, like so unserious. We see them eating their favorite Korean snacks and foods. The animators even included really fun anime-style reactions that I think add to the silliness and how fun this show is from the beginning. I love that the girls are allowed to be weird and silly and rambunctious, but still be really powerful women.
Please take your seat.
Yeah, we don't have time. You're a demon, right?
Now you gotta die.
Uh-oh, turns out there's demons on the plane. Demons just everywhere here, and this is where my questions begin, not where they end. They just get started here. Don't get me wrong, it's awesome that the hunters get to introduce themselves by fighting demons on a plane, destroying the plane, jumping out of said plane, and flying using their magic demon hunter powers to reach their concert at a perfect time, battling these demons like they're pure sand, and then floating through the sky like a silver surfer is awesome. I just am confused as to why they're on this plane in the first place. They've been on this plane to get to their concert, but the concert's starting right now. I don't know if you know anything about concerts, but like typically if you're a professional musician or performer in any capacity, you're there early. You're there like hours and hours early at the venue. You gotta sneak in before the fans get there. You gotta do the sound check. You can sit in the green room, have some dinner, and then you can still come on stage an hour late, but you were still there hours ago. Okay? These women are still on the plane, still finishing their snacks as the concert already is supposed to have started.
Why are you so late?
Late?
50,000 fans are waiting for you.
So already I'm upset because none of this should have been happening at all. There's also this guy, Guima.
They got away again.
Kind of sounds like Gima is like how they say it the most. So Gima, very ignorant about Korean. We've covered this. But this Gima guy is like the main bad guy. He is just a fire, a giant purple fire. The demons go fetch him souls, they bring him back, they give him to this guy. That's the whole deal. He eats the souls and controls the demons. That's what he does. The demon realm sort of confuses me too. Every form of demon has patterns. They have these purpley, spiky looking patterns all over their skin, signifying their race, which is demon. Some demons have a natural state, like a dragon-human blended abomination to society. It appears like all the demons have the ability to transform into humans, but some of them are really bad at it. But then we meet Genu, and Genu is just like a guy. He just looks like a guy, looks like a dude. Genu is the funny, damaged, dangerous bad boy stereotype that our main protagonist falls in love with. So Damon Salvatore step aside. There's another man in the runnings for the silliest, most dangerous bad boy.
Stop me if you've heard this one before.
400 years ago, he traded his soul for like a voice. So he gave his soul to Guima and got himself a pretty singing voice. That's his whole shtick.
Thine king with the crumbling crown.
He offers a solution to fight back against the hunters by making a demon boy band with a bunch of other demon boys who look just like him. Normal dudes. I love how the demons are all on board with them being a boy band. They're like, oh, that actually might work.
What makes you think that could work?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, totally gonna
That's
work.
totally gonna
100%.
This is the thing that bothered me most for a very long time. Like, why do they look like normal dudes? Well, I did research. Yeah. Thank you, yes. I found an article explaining the Korean cultural ties to this movie. Turns out that Korean folklore contains all kinds of different monsters and demons, and they use a bunch of different ones in this movie. Most of the demons are the Dogabi? I'm so sorry. Most of the demons are these guys, the Dokubi. Mischievous goblins. They're more like shape-shifting tricksters than a demon from hell, according to this article. Link in the description. There are also Guishin. I'm gonna be a big girl. I'm gonna learn how to pronounce these. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try.
Gishin.
Gishin. So Gishin is ghost. That's Korean for ghost, apparently. And they've got all these other ghosts. They've got the water ghosts and the egg ghosts, the Myogishin and the Dalgyeolgishin. One shows up in the bathhouse later, and then another shows up on the train. So that's kind of cool. But then there's this whole other subcategory, Jiaoshin Saja. They are a soul guiding type of figure. They simply guide good and bad souls to their destination. The characteristic depiction, the long black hanbok and the wide brimmed hat known as the gat. So the outfit they're wearing in this scene when we are introduced to them, I think it's implied that that's what they're meant to be, especially because they call themselves the Saja Boys. So they're like the Korean version of Charon in Greek mythology, the guy who takes people across the river Styx, guides people into hell, but they are stuck. They can't go to the freaking afterlife themselves, which makes this whole story make a lot more sense to me. Roomie, Mira, and Zoe have just finished their tour, their world tour, and they finally get a break for the first time.
We already have plans.
Our couch.
Couch time. I relate to this. Yes. By the way, they live in a building that is like labeled after them, kind of like the Avengers. They have their own Avengers tower. The girls finally get to have their couch time. They get a rest for the first time after touring, except not because Roomie is the worst.
Hey, have a good break?
She releases their new single behind their backs, and apparently that means they immediately have to start doing promo for their new single. No rest for the weary. So Roomie's the worst, but there's definitely a reason for that. I think Roomie is in a constant state of hypervigilance to try and protect her from her own childhood trauma that she doesn't want to face. Oh yeah, there's childhood trauma in this one. Roomie has a bit of an Elsa complex because she's, different. Roomie is part demon. Roomie's mother was a Starlight sister or Sunshine sister, something like that. The previous generation's version of the demon hunters. So Roomie's mama, demon hunter. Roomie's dad, demon. So many implications here. Unfortunately, Roomie's mother passed away at some point when she was very young. Reasons are not clarified, but she was raised by her mother's friend, a fellow huntress, Celine. Celine accepted Roomie, brought her in as her own, made her into a demon hunter like these other two girls. She's the one who made Huntrix, and Celine is the second biggest villain in this story. She's the one specifically who gives Roomie and all the other hunters this Elsa complex, right? You can't be your true self. We hide our flaws from the world, but Roomie especially had to hide her true self because her patterns, her demon patterns started showing at a young age.
Cover those up. Nothing can change until your patterns are gone.
Celine told her she needs to cover them up until they can cut off Gima forever. Supposedly that will make her demon marks disappear. I don't know what makes Celine think that that's gonna happen. You can't just change your race by cutting off the demons from the world. She's still part demon. And can we talk about the implications of that? Demons can reproduce with humans? If Roomie's father is a demon, that means he's probably still out there somewhere. Roomie may have already turned her dad into dust at this point. Roomie's dad might even be Genu. You ever thought about that? You ever thought about that? I have. Point is, Roomie is part demon. She's hiding it. Her other hunter friends have no idea that she is part demon, and Roomie is under the impression that as soon as they complete the honeymoon, they turn it golden, that somehow all her demon markings are gonna go away. These patterns have been slowly growing from the time she was a kid, and they are growing now to her vocal cords, apparently, because she is not able to sing as well as she normally can. She has this moment where she's up on the roof trying to sing into the abyss, and it just ain't working, right? Her voice is just not quite there right now.
Why?
Well, since Roomie's voice is broken, they sort of had to cancel the show. The girls take her to like an energetic healer, and I love this guy. The animation of him when he's reading Roomie's energy is really funny. He gives her some like magical cure that ends up just being grape juice with a sticker on it.
What?
But after seeing the hokey doctor guy, they run into the Saja Boys out on the street. The Saja Boys have transformed from spooky demon Charon boys into adorable K-pop idols. They are named Abby, Romance, Mystery, Baby, and Genu. I love the girls' reaction when they first see the boys. Definitely one of my favorite parts of the movie. They immediately go boy crazy, and we get more of that silly anime stuff. One of the girls sees the guy's abs, and her eyes turn into corn, and then turn into popcorn. It's really cute. It's also funny how Roomie is initially like, ugh, come on, you guys. And then she sees Genu and she also starts swooning. It's so funny. I like that the writers allowed these girls to like boys. They're not your stereotypical woman powers, I'm so strong, don't need no man kind of superheroes. They, like most normal girls, have a weakness for cute guys. And we as the audience get to experience multiple facets of these women. Like, yeah, you can be a powerful girl boss and still like boys too. Like, whoa. I also love how they pretend not to like the boys after they leave. They start gagging.
They're not even that cute. They're so.
No, they're.
This is a movie made for kids, and I feel like this is a very age-appropriate way to include a crush in a movie. It's cute, it's fun, and I really like it.
I'm gonna throw up.
Well, the boys walk away and start doing their own free concert to advertise their new boy band, the Saja Boys. The Demon Hunter girls are appalled.
These guys are a boy band?
The boys sing a song called Soda Pop, and it is designed to be the most generic, catchy song. It worked, all right?
It's infectious.
My little soda pop.
Not only do the crowds in the movie love this song, the children of the world love this song. The demon hunters like the song too.
They can make hearts out of thin air?
But then they catch a glimpse of the demon marks. Yeah. The hunters figure out what is going on and they go full revenge mode. They're ready to sabotage these Saja Boys, slice them into dust at the TV interview they're doing suddenly, even though they're a brand new band. They're featured on a broadcast television network after their first day of doing a performance in the park. Okay.
Baby Saja is the winner!
Goo goo gaga.
The boys are able to evade the hunters at the TV interview and sneak into a bathhouse where they summon the water ghosts that I was talking about earlier. So yeah, another kind of demon they bring into the world through the bathhouse water. Jinu's backing away and then he slips and laughs at himself, which I think is so funny.
Have fun. Oh, jeez.
There's so many moments like that where the movie just is not taking itself too seriously. It makes the characters more lovable. It makes the movie more lovable overall. It's stuff like this that gives this movie its charm. In the bathhouse, Roomie hunts down Jinu and gets separated from the other hunters. Her outfit ends up getting sliced at the arm, exposing her demon patterns, and Jinu sees them. He's very surprised by her patterns, and then he bandages her up and runs away. He covered up her patterns so her friends wouldn't see them. After defeating all the demons in the bathhouse, the hunters leave, but they accidentally left one behind that ends up sucking the soul of an old man, and yeah, that guy's basically dead now. The girls return to their Avengers Tower and look out over the city. They apparently have this magical eyesight where they can see the Hung Moon, the barrier between the worlds. And yeah, the Saja Boys have definitely started undoing some of the stuff they've worked hard to do. That night, Roomie gets visited by some mystical beings.
Is that a bird wearing a tiny hat?
Roomie sees a bird with a hat and a cute little demon tiger thing, and they give her an invitation to meet Jinu. Two adorable creatures and their friends. Stop. Stop this! Stop! You know what you're doing to me.
Hello, friend. Jinu? Oh, meet you? I'm not gonna meet you.
Roomie goes out to find him and slice him up, but he just wants to talk. He tries to manipulate her and relate to her by telling her his own life story. He turns it into this sob story about how he traded his soul for his voice, but he did it to feed his family, okay? He was able to live this luxurious palace life with his family because of his beautiful voice, but unfortunately, because of the deal he made with Gema or whatever, he's now eternally tormented, forever imprisoned under the control of Gema. This shakes Roomie, alright? He's already been nice to her multiple times. He wanted to see her just to talk. He understands her. So Roomie is shook to the core over this. The next morning, the hunters are all together. They're trying to start writing a new song to diss the boys. They're writing a diss track to get back at them for being ew yucky demons and trying to steal their fans and stuff. There's a bit of a montage as they're writing this diss track, cuts to different times of them fighting demons and stuff, and Roomie is starting to lose it.
Are you a prisoner too? Is Kima making you do this?
She's now worried that all the demons are like innocent prisoners of Gema. She's questioning everything she's doing, everything she's ever done, having a bit of a existential crisis thanks to Jinu. Demons start breaking through the Hung Moon and stealing more and more souls. We see a little girl get her soul taken and go missing while she's getting a soda. We're shown a wall of faces of just missing people in the area. Guys, these people are dead. Like, they're dead. Very dark. The hunters sense a massive disturbance in the Hung Moon and they end up getting on a train to track it down. Like, they're on top of a moving train. This disturbance in the Hung Moon ends up being like a giant swarm of these egg ghosts, the faceless ghosts from the Korean lore. They start singing their new diss track, and the animation on this song, the fighting is really cool. Roomie's existential crisis is really messing with her. She cannot focus for the life of her, and they lose this battle thanks to Roomie. Guys, she's in the process of falling in love with a demon right now, who may or may not be her father. Give her some grace. Eventually, the girls all get it together and they fight off all the demons, but not before the demons eradicate every single person on the train. Guys, this entire entire train. Everyone's gone. Now you might be thinking, Shay, you're taking this too far. Calm down. It's a kid's movie. When they defeat the bad guy, all the people are gonna come back and be restored to their lives as normal. No, we do not see them again. They're gone. There are consequences in this universe, and Roomie, unfortunately, has cost them a lot of people's lives. During this, Roomie has continued to see Jinoo in private. They're basically falling in love with each other, but they don't want to admit it, and then they kind of have a moment. The third time she goes to see him privately, Roomie tells Jinoo that she was having problems with her voice, but then since she started hanging out with him, her voice got better.
Since I've met you, my voice has healed.
Seeing him has magically healed her voice somehow.
I don't understand it.
Yeah. I don't know about that, but they sing a song about how they're like falling in love and they're gonna be free together and stuff, and it's pretty fire. Right after this, though, we learn that Jinoo lied to Roomie about his story. Everything about his story was true, except the fact that he took his family with him to the royal palace. Yeah, no, he traded his soul and left his family behind to starve in the streets. So yeah, he abandoned his family for a life of luxury, and that is the shame he has that Gima uses to control him. And it's also Jinoo's main motivation for doing everything he's been doing. Gima promised him that he would take away the memories of his family so he didn't have to suffer anymore. So let me get this straight. Your plan is to come up with a way to get Gima millions of souls, millions of people, so that you can forget that you made a really bad decision? Wow. Ever tried therapy? Maybe? Might help. What you're doing now is infinitely worse than what you did 400 years ago. We're talking millions of souls here. And you're not gonna feel shame about that? The hunters chat after they sort of had a rough time and failed to save all the people on the train. They get real with each other and they realize that maybe what Celine told them all their lives is kind of bull crap. That brings them all close together and stuff. And luckily Roomie's voice is all healed now, so they can be ready for the Idol Awards.
2 bands, 1 award.
Idol Awards, a showdown between these two K-pop bands, and this is how they announce it, which is my favorite line in the movie.
Every snowflake is special, but one snowflake is probably the best.
No, seriously, that's my favorite line. The girls are getting ready to crush those demon boys at this Idol Awards competition, but the Saja Boys actually set them up, a little trap, if you will. The Saja Boys sabotage the Hunter's performance and end up exposing Roomie as part demon. The demons make it appear as if Mira, Zoe, and Roomie have had a very public breakup on stage for the world to see. Her demon patterns actually grow. They expand all over her body and onto her face. Roomie has gone full demon mode. After having her patterns exposed, Roomie goes backstage to find Mira and Zoe. They are absolutely shocked, betrayed, confused, and hurt by seeing that she's a demon, causing an actual true breakup of the Huntrix band. Roomie tries to talk to them, but she ends up scaring the other hunters because she has demon powers.
Don't leave! I can still fix it!
She's able to affect the Hong Moon negatively with her anger. And the Hong Moon is weak enough at this point that Gima can speak through and influence people in their minds. Now Mira and Zoe are off on their own, dealing with their own internal demons.
Thought you found a family? You don't deserve one.
How do we—
There's no we, Zoe.
You're too much. You'll never belong anywhere.
Since Roomie is now full demon, she's capable of doing the purple powder disappearing transportation act. Like, she can teleport now, so that's pretty sick. Honestly, her powers are way cooler now. She's got hunter powers and demon powers. That's awesome. Roomie magically transports to Celine. Celine tries to suggest more hiding and lying and suppression in order to fix this problem, and Roomie's just done with it. Celine is honestly the demon here. She's the one who gave Roomie and the other girls their Elsa complex in the first place, but especially Roomie. She's been so mentally damaged by thinking she has to hide who she truly is, you know, not be her true self, because of Celine. This is where Roomie gets an infinitely better story arc than Elsa ever did, because Roomie gets to actually confront the parent who hurt her.
We can still fix this.
This
is what I am. Why can't you look at me?
All she ever wanted was to be loved and accepted, truly understood and truly seen by her mother figure. And I think that is the true message here.
Why couldn't you love me? I do. All of me!
This is what every kid wants. It's such a simple concept, yet something that so many parents fail to understand and execute properly. You have given her intense identity issues and emotional problems. Great job, Celine. Yeah, guess what? Roomie's part demon. Okay? You can't really change that about a person. So instead of trying to force her to suppress herself, conform to society, and hide what makes her different and special, why not love it and accept it?
If this is the Honmoon I'm supposed to protect, I'm glad to see it destroyed.
Remember how I said Gima was able to kind of speak to people and control their thoughts a little bit?
I can give you a place to belong.
Well, he starts leading people to go to the Saja Boys concert tonight. And this is gonna be their last one, baby. This is the one where Gima comes and eats all the fans. That's the goal here. The Saja Boys throw an excellent concert and they do it in their full demon mode, which is awesome. And it seems like all hope is lost.
We are hunters, voices strong, slaying demons with our song.
This costume is a little cheap. This top doesn't really match the bottom, but the jacket helps. That's a little better. It is a wig. It is a wig, and I'm not gonna get too close to the camera because I do not want you to look too closely. Anyway.
And the whole moon is gone.
We can make a new one.
Roomie returns, saves everybody. It's pretty fitting. She's the one that can fight the demon's power because she's like part demon, so it works, it fits. And oh boy, can Roomie fight back. She sings an awesome song. The other hunter girls wake up to and they're like, whoa, we gotta stop this. They break out of their trance, they start fighting the demons with her. Gima like blows like a massive fireball at Roomie, and guess who saves her? Jinu. Jinu saves Roomie from the fireball with his soul? Question mark. He jumps in front of Roomie, blocks the fireball, and then's like, it's okay, you saved me, you gave me back my soul.
I wanted to set you free.
You did. You gave me my soul back.
How? I don't understand what the big deal is here. How did falling in love with Roomie make you have a soul again? I don't get it. I'm sorry. You traded that thing away. You don't just like grow another one. Unfortunately, in the process of saving Roomie, Jinu gets disintegrated, is now gone forever, I assume. And he somehow is able to just give his soul to Roomie. Okay, I don't get it. I don't get it. But he gives his soul to Roomie that he got back from falling in love with her somehow, for some reason, in some way. And she turns his soul into a freaking sword and uses that sword to defeat Gima. So, win-win, I guess? Well, except for Jinu. He didn't really win in this scenario. Anyway, the band is back together. This is the song that made my daughter cry when they defeat the bad guy. So yeah, pretty sick. They do the thing that they're supposed to do. They won! Roomie's patterns do stick around. They don't disappear when the Honmoon is sealed. But now they're kind of lighter, shiny, metallic-y, like silver purple. They look really cute. It works for her. Oh, I forgot my belt! This is the belt. Oh, how embarrassing that I forgot to put that on. I'm almost done with this video. Let's... The girls go to the bathhouse for the first time with Roomie there, which is very exciting. They cry together, and it's super adorable.
You guys just mean so much to me. I would really do it.
Then they are gonna go do couch time, but instead, let's be nice and hang out and talk with our fans. Yes, let's encourage these parasocial relationships we have with fans. That's a great idea. And then the movie ends, which is cute. It's good. It's great. Overall, this movie is awesome. The character design, the animation, the costume design, the choreography, amazing. I also specifically love Mira and how they made Mira a tall girl with a low voice. I think that that representation is very important to have in pop culture. Now, when there's a girl who's tall and has a low voice, instead of people making fun of her for sounding and looking like a man, they'll be like, hey, you're like Mira. And I think that is progress. A very special addition to society and culture at large. I like that there are boy characters, and a lot of them, so it's fun for little boys to watch too. Everybody likes K-pop demon hunters. Boys, girls, adults, grandmas, everybody. Ultimately, I think it is an extremely good influence on our rising generation alpha. If they're gonna have a favorite movie, if they're gonna have favorite songs, if they're gonna have favorite characters, I love that it's the K-pop demon hunters. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate you giving me your time today. Just a reminder that everyone who subscribes to my channel automatically becomes sexy and hot somehow. I'm not really sure how, it just kind of happens. Happy Halloween! I'm wearing ghost earrings, look. Ghosts! It's a ghost for Halloween! I was a ghost, I was alone. Ha. Yo, the wig did not turn out exactly how I was hoping, exactly how I was wanting it to turn out, but it turned out way better than I thought it was going to. Does this make me crazy? Am I a crazy person? Don't answer that. Bye!